After the US Capitol was stormed, the Department of Justice didn't just charge the rioters with traditional offenses like trespass and assault. To show how serious January the 6th was, it also added obstructing an official proceeding, a felony that carries a maximum sentence of 20 years. And on Friday, the Supreme Court found that the DOJ was wrong to do so. For Republicans, it was vindication of their argument that the DOJ has become politicized.
Effectively, the court agrees that a number of the defendants in the January 6th proceedings have been overcharged, and that is something that I also think many people have recognized for some time, and now the highest court in the land has declared that to be so.
The Supreme Court ruled that the law in question had been drawn up to prosecute corporate criminals who tampered with evidence in order to impede an official investigation, for example by shredding documents. It was not intended to go after political protest, no matter how extreme. Civil libertarians on both the right and the left were watching this case very closely. After all, if protesting and thereby obstructing an official proceeding is now a felony punishable by up to 20 years in prison, that could refer to all sorts of political protest that falls well short of storming the Capitol.
And around the world.
For example, since Israel's war on Gaza began, congressional hearings have repeatedly been interrupted by those disgusted at Congress's green light for the slaughter. If the justices had ruled in favor of the DOJ, it's conceivable that what is now a misdemeanor at most could potentially become a felony for interrupting an official proceeding. Brandon Fellows was among those who entered the Capitol on January the 6th. He was convicted on multiple misdemeanors. But he was also charged under this law. And as a result of the Supreme Court's decision, he can now sue the DOJ for wrongful imprisonment, as can scores of others.
The most they could have given me is 1 year if they maxed out my charges, right? But because of this 20-year maximum felony, this obstruction of an official proceeding, which the Supreme Court just rules does not apply to us, I was in there for 35 months.
For its part, the Department of Justice said it was disappointed with the decision, but would take the appropriate steps to comply with it. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.